The universe whispers, not shouts, relax, and you'll hear its guidance dot. Tension blocks the flow, relaxation opens the channel. Take a deep breath right now. Yes, right now, inhale deeply, exhale fully. Do you feel that shift? That's the power of stepping out of tension and into relaxation. And here's the secret that so many of us miss: the universe isn't trying to overwhelm you with loud commands. It isn't screaming your destiny from the mountaintops. No, it's whispering softly, gently, always there if you're willing to truly listen. But how can you hear a whisper when your mind is racing, your shoulders are tight, and your thoughts are a storm of what ifs and I musts? See, tension is like static on a radio. Imagine you're trying to tune into a song and all you get is that harsh crackle of noise. That's what stress, anxiety, and overthinking do. They block the flow. They drown out the message. But the moment you relax, really relax, it's like that static fades and suddenly the music comes through crystal clear. Let me tell you something powerful. The universe is always in conversation with you, always, but it doesn't use words the way we do. It speaks in nudges and feelings and synchronicities. Have you ever had a sudden idea that lit you up, or noticed a pattern that felt too perfect to be coincidence? That's the whisper. That's the guidance. But most people miss it because they're too busy holding on to fear, to control, to the need for everything to happen on their timeline. Pause here for a moment. Let me ask you this. What are you holding on to so tightly right now that it's blocking you from receiving what's meant for you? Maybe it's the fear of failure. Maybe it's the need to prove yourself. Maybe it's the belief that if you don't push, nothing will happen. But here's the paradox: the more you force, the further you push it away. Imagine trying to catch a butterfly with your hands clenched into fists. Impossible, right? But if you open your hands, if you sit still, the butterfly might land right there, effortlessly. The same is true for the desires of your heart, Dot. When you relax, when you stop chasing and start allowing, the energy shifts. You go from resistance to flow, from static to harmony. Let's go deeper, Dot. Think about water. When it's calm, it reflects everything clearly. The sky, the trees, even the smallest detail. But when it's turbulent, when it's churned up by wind and storms, it becomes murky, impossible to see through. Your mind is the same way. When you're tense, when you're caught in worry, doubt, or impatience, you can't see the path ahead clearly. But the moment you relax, the moment you trust, clarity emerges. And trust is key here, Dot. Relaxation isn't about doing nothing. It's not about giving up. It's about trusting the process. Trusting that the universe knows exactly what it's doing. Here's a little exercise you can try. Tonight, before you go to sleep, take a moment to sit in stillness. Close your eyes and imagine that the universe is like a wise, loving friend always guiding you. Ask yourself this: what am I resisting? Where am I holding on too tightly? Then take a deep breath and say to yourself, I release, I trust, I allow. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When you start practicing relaxation as a way of life, something magical happens. The things you've been chasing start to chase you. Opportunities show up. The right people cross your path. Solutions to problems seem to appear out of nowhere. Why? Because tension repels and relaxation attracts. Think about magnets for a second. Two positive ends push each other away, but when one side is open to receive, they snap together effortlessly. That's what happens when you relax. You become receptive. You align yourself with the natural rhythm of life, and in that alignment, the whisper of the universe becomes impossible to miss. Here's a little truth bomb. You don't have to figure everything out. That's not your job. Your job is to get quiet enough to hear the next step. The step after that, it will reveal itself when the time is right. I want you to imagine something right now. Imagine a river. Picture how it flows, effortlessly winding its way around rocks, carving its path without force, without resistance. That's the energy you're meant to embody. You don't have to fight the current, you just have to flow with it. And flowing doesn't mean you're passive. It doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It means you move with ease, guided by intuition, instead of fear. Here's a story I love to share. There was once a man who wanted to cross a river. He was so focused on building the perfect raft, on paddling as fast as he could, that he didn't notice the gentle current was already carrying him toward the shore. All he had to do was let go of the oars and trust the flow. How often do we do the same? How often do we exhaust ourselves trying to control every outcome, when all we really need to do is relax and let the current guide us? So here's the challenge I want to leave you with. Take a moment today, right now if you can, and just let go. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the doubts that say, what if it doesn't work? Let go of the timeline you think things need to follow. And as you do, remember this: the universe whispers, not shouts. Relax, tune in, trust that the answers, the guidance, the miracles, they're already on their way. You just need to open the channel. Manifestation begins with trust, and trust begins with stillness. When you let go of control, miracles take over. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this: you're standing in the middle of a calm, serene lake. The water is perfectly still, so clear it reflects the sky above. That stillness, that clarity, is the energy of trust. It's the space where manifestation begins, the birthplace of every miracle. But here's the catch: most of us don't live in that stillness. We live in the chaos of control. We grasp, we push, we try to force outcomes as if the universe doesn't already know exactly what it's doing. And here's the truth nobody tells you. The tighter your grip, the further away you push what you desire. Control is rooted in fear, fear that things won't work out, fear that you'll fail, fear that you're not enough. But trust is born from stillness, and stillness is where the magic happens. Let me share a story with you, Dot. There was a farmer who planted a seed. Every day he would dig it up to see if it was growing, worried that it wasn't sprouting fast enough. But what he didn't realize was that his constant interference was disturbing the seed's natural process. It wasn't until he stopped digging, stopped controlling, and let nature take its course that the seed finally blossomed. That's what happens when you try to control your manifestations. You disrupt the flow. You block the miracle. So let me ask you this. What are you trying so hard to control right now? What are you gripping so tightly that it's suffocating your dreams? The moment you release that grip, you invite trust. And trust creates space for the universe to do what it does best: orchestrate miracles far greater than anything you could plan or predict. Here's the key to manifestation. It's not about doing more, it's about being more. Being still. Being open. Being in alignment with the energy of trust. Think about this. Have you ever noticed how, when you stop looking for something, it suddenly appears? That's not a coincidence. That's the universe responding to your shift from tension to trust. When you let go, you're not giving up, you're giving space for miracles to unfold. Let's break it down, Dot. Trust begins in stillness. But what does stillness mean? It's not about sitting in silence all day. It's about quieting the noise inside you, the doubts, the fears, the need to control. It's about finding that inner calm where you can say, I may not see the full picture, but I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Now, I know that's easier said than done. Trusting feels risky, doesn't it? It feels like jumping into the unknown without a safety net. But here's the thing, the net is always there. The universe is always there, ready to catch you, to guide you, to deliver exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Let me share another story, Doc. There was a woman who dreamed of starting her own business. She had the vision, the passion, but she couldn't stop obsessing over how it would all work. She wanted every detail planned, every risk eliminated. And because she was so focused on control, nothing moved forward. One day, she decided to let go. She stopped trying to force the how and instead focused on the why. She trusted that if she took inspired action, the universe would take care of the rest. And guess what? The moment she let go, opportunities started showing up. Connections, resources, even unexpected blessings, all aligning perfectly to bring her dream to life. Here's the lesson. When you trust, you create a partnership with the universe. You show up with intention, and the universe shows up with miracles. But how do you cultivate that trust? Let me give you a simple practice. Every morning before you start your day, take 5 minutes to sit in stillness. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say these words to yourself: I release control. I trust the process. I allow miracles to flow. Feel the weight of control lifting off your shoulders. Feel the tension melting away. And as you step into your day, carry that energy of trust with you. Now let's get real for a second, Dot. Trust doesn't mean everything will always go the way you want it to. Sometimes the path to your desires includes detours, delays, even disappointments. But here's the thing, those moments aren't setbacks. They're setups. They're the universe redirecting you towards something better than you imagined. Think about it like this: if you're driving at night, your headlights only show a few feet ahead. You can't see the whole road, but you trust that as you keep moving, the path will reveal itself. Manifestation works the same way. You don't need to see the whole picture to move forward. You just need to trust the next step. Let me hit you with a truth bomb. The universe doesn't operate on your timeline, it operates on divine timing. And divine timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't feel like it. So the question isn't, when will my desires manifest? The question is, am I willing to trust the process, even when I can't see the outcome? Let's try a little exercise, Dot. Right now, think of one thing you've been trying to control, something you've been holding on to so tightly it's starting to feel heavy. Got it. Now imagine yourself handing it over to the universe. Visualize placing it in a box, tying it with a bow, and saying, "Here, this is yours now. I trust you to handle it." Feel the relief of letting it go. Feel the freedom of no longer carrying that weight. And here's the magic. When you let go, you don't lose control, you gain alignment. You align with the flow of life, with the infinite intelligence that created you, that knows your deepest desires and how to bring them to you. Remember this: you are not separate from the universe. You are a part of it. And just like a wave doesn't have to figure out how to reach the shore, you don't have to figure out every detail of your journey. All you have to do is trust the current. So relax, be still, let go of the need to control, and watch as miracles begin to unfold in ways you never expected. Stop chasing, start allowing. Dot. Your desires are already on their way. Relaxation is the signal that you're ready to receive. Let me ask you something right now. What are you chasing? Is it success, love, wealth, recognition? Whatever it is, take a moment and feel into that energy. Chasing, striving, pushing, it's exhausting, isn't it? It's like running after a butterfly with a net, only to have it flutter further away every time you think you're close. Here's the truth: most people overlook what you want is already on its way to you. It's closer than you think. But here's the catch: it's not going to come when you're chasing it. Because chasing says, I don't have it. And the universe, it responds to that energy. When you're chasing, you're sending out a signal of lack. You're saying, I'm not there yet, I'm not enough yet, it's not mine yet. But when you stop chasing, when you relax and allow, you shift that energy completely. You move into a state of abundance, of trust, of knowing that what's meant for you is already yours. So let's flip the script, Dot. Stop chasing and start allowing. Think about this: when you plant a seed in the ground, do you dig it up every day to check if it's growing? No. You plant it, you water it, and then you let nature do its thing. You trust that the soil knows how to nurture it. You trust that the sun will shine, the rain will fall, and the seed will sprout in its own perfect time. The same is true for your desires. You've already planted the seed. Maybe it was a dream you've held close to your heart. Maybe it was a prayer whispered late at night. Maybe it was an intention you set on a piece of paper and tucked away. Whatever it is, the seed is already there. And your job isn't to force it to grow. Your job is to trust that it will, to nurture it with your belief, to hold space for it with your patience, and most importantly, to relax enough to let it come to you. Here's the key. Relaxation is the signal that you're ready to receive. Think about it. Have you ever tried to pour water into a cup that's shaking? It spills everywhere, doesn't it? But when the cup is still, the water flows in effortlessly. That's what happens when you relax. You become the still cup, ready to receive. Let me share a story with you, Dot. There was a man who spent years chasing his dreams, always feeling like he was one step behind. He worked harder than anyone else he knew, but no matter how much effort he put in, he always felt like the things he wanted were just out of reach. One day, in frustration, he decided to give up not on his dreams, but on the chasing. He decided to let go, to trust that what he wanted was already on its way. He took a walk in the park, sat under a tree, and simply allowed himself to feel at peace. And you know what happened? Within days, the opportunities he'd been chasing for years began to show up. The right people came into his life. Doors that had been closed for so long suddenly opened. Why? Because he shifted his energy, he stopped chasing, and he started allowing. Now, here's something I want you to try, Dot. Close your eyes and imagine your desire as if it's already yours. Not something far away, not something you're striving for, but something that's already here. Feel it, see it, let yourself bask in the joy of it. Now breathe deeply. And as you exhale, let go of any need to control how or when it shows up. Just trust that it's on its way. Because here's the truth. When you relax, you're telling the universe, I trust you, I trust the process, I trust that everything I desire is already mine. And trust. It's magnetic. It's like a beacon that draws everything you want straight to you. But let's get real for a second, Dot. Relaxing doesn't mean doing nothing. It doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for life to hand you everything on a silver platter. It means aligning your energy with the outcome you desire. It means taking inspired action, not frantic action, but action that feels good, action that feels right. It's the difference between forcing and flowing, between chasing and allowing. Here's a simple but powerful exercise you can try. Write down one thing you've been chasing. Maybe it's a goal, a dream, or a relationship, whatever it is, write it down. Then, next to it, write these words, it's already mine. I choose to relax and allow. Every time you feel yourself slipping back into the energy of chasing, read those words. Remind yourself that what's meant for you can't miss you. Because here's the secret. The universe is always working behind the scenes, always. Even when you can't see it, even when it feels like nothing's happening, the pieces are falling into place. It's like ordering a package online. Once you hit confirm, you trust that it's on its way. You don't sit by the door obsessing over when it will arrive. You trust the process. So why don't we do the same with our dreams? Why do we doubt? Why do we chase? Why do we cling so tightly to the outcome as if our very lives depend on it? The answer is simple fear. Fear that it won't happen. Fear that we're not enough. Fear that if we let go, we'll lose everything. But here's the truth that will set you free. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means creating space for the universe to deliver what's already yours. So let me leave you with this thought. What if you stopped chasing just for today? What if you decided to trust that everything you've ever wanted is already on its way? What if you allowed yourself to relax, to breathe, to receive? Because when you do, you're not just letting go of the chase, you're stepping into the flow. And in that flow, everything you've been seeking will find its way to you. Effortlessly, naturally, perfectly timed. Stop chasing, start allowing, and watch as the magic unfolds. Imagine living in the joy of already having Dot. Relaxation shifts your energy to abundance and aligns you with your highest good. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this, your deepest desire, whether it's love, success, health, or freedom, it's already yours. Not something far off, not something you're chasing, but something you have right now. Feel that. Breathe into it. Let it settle into your body like a warm, glowing light. This, my friends, is the secret. It's the essence of manifesting anything you desire, living as though it's already done. Now, here's the twist that catches so many people. They think they need to do more to manifest what they want. Hustle harder. Push themselves to the edge. But the truth, manifestation isn't about force, it's about alignment. And alignment begins with relaxation. Here's a powerful truth. You can't stress your way into abundance. Stress is rooted in lack and the fear that what you desire might not come. But relaxation, Relaxation plants you in the energy of already having. It's like flipping a switch that says, I trust the process, I trust life. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly relaxed into the knowing that you are supported? That the universe is conspiring in your favor? So many of us get caught in the mindset of if only. If only I had more money, I'd feel secure. If only I met the right person, I'd feel loved. If only I got the promotion, I'd feel successful. But here's the secret, it works the other way around. You don't manifest by waiting to feel good after it happens. You manifest by feeling good now, by embodying the joy, the gratitude, the peace of already having it. Let's break this down with an example, Dot. Imagine you're ordering something online. Maybe it's a new phone or a gift for a loved one. You place the order, and once you get that confirmation email, you relax. You're not pacing around wondering, will it show up? No. You trust that it's on its way. Manifestation works the same way. The moment you set your intention, whether it's for abundance, love, or health, the universe starts moving. It's like your order has been placed. But here's the catch, if you're constantly doubting, constantly worrying, you're like the person canceling the order and reordering over and over again. So how do you step into the joy of already having? First, understand this, your energy is your magnet. What you feel, you attract. If you're constantly in the energy of wanting, of yearning, you're sending out the signal of lack. But when you relax, when you shift into the energy of abundance feeling as though it's already done, you create a powerful magnetic pull. Here's a little exercise to practice this. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now think of your desire. See it as though it's already here. Picture yourself holding it, living it, celebrating it. Feel the gratitude in your heart. Let it expand. Smile because it's yours. And here's the key. Stay in that energy, not just when you're meditating or visualizing, but as you move through your day, carry that joy, that confidence, that knowing with you everywhere. Let me share a story with you, Dot. There was a woman who dreamed of owning her dream home. She didn't know how it would happen, but every day she acted as though it was already hers. She would walk through her current home, imagining it was the house she desired. She felt the joy of waking up there, cooking in her dream kitchen, and hosting family dinners. And you know what? Within a year, the perfect house came into her life. The details, the timing, it all aligned in ways she couldn't have planned. But here's the thing, she didn't get there by stressing or doubting. She got there by aligning. Now, here's something to think about. What would it feel like to already have what you're dreaming of? To already be the version of yourself who has it all? Would you still be doubting? Still be rushing? Or would you be relaxed, at ease, knowing it's all taken care of? Relaxation is the key to alignment, Dot. When you're relaxed, you're not just calm, you're in the flow, you're open to receiving, you're attuned to the whispers of the universe. That's when inspiration strikes. That's when synchronicities happen. That's when you feel like the whole world is working with you, not against you. Think about nature for a moment, Dot. Does a tree stress about growing? Does it force its branches to stretch toward the sun? No, it simply allows. It trusts the soil, the rain, the seasons, and in that trust it flourishes. You are no different. Your desires are like seeds already planted within you, but for them to grow, you need to stop digging them up with worry and impatience. Relax, nurture them, and let life do its part. Here's a little hook for you to hold on to. Abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you remember. It's your natural state. But to feel it, to live in it, you have to let go of resistance. You have to stop living in I need and start living in I have. Now let's talk about gratitude, Dot. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift into the energy of already having why. Because when you're grateful, you're focused on what's good, on what's working, on what you love. And that focus expands. Here's a little practice for you every morning before you even get out of bed. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be the warmth of your blanket, the breath in your lungs, or the possibilities of a new day. Let that gratitude fill you up. Carry it with you, because when you live in gratitude, you're telling the universe, thank you, more please in the universe. It always responds. Here's a final thought to take with you. Manifestation isn't about waiting for your desires to appear. It's about becoming the person who already has them. Relax into that knowing. Trust that it's already done, and watch as your world transforms. Tension says, I don't believe. Relaxation says, I am ready. Every time you exhale, you affirm your faith in the process. Think about this for a second. Every breath you take is a conversation with the universe. When you hold tension in your body, tight shoulders, a clenched jaw, shallow breathing, it's like shouting, I don't trust, I don't believe. You're telling life that you're bracing for impact, expecting things to go wrong. But the moment you let go, the moment you exhale fully, you're making a bold declaration, I am ready. I trust the process. Here's something profound. Tension isn't just a physical state, it's an energy, a vibration that you send out. And the universe responds to that vibration. It mirrors back what you're projecting. So when you're tense, doubting, overthinking, it's like building a dam in the flow of your manifestation. But relaxation, that's faith in motion. It's saying, I trust that everything I need is already on its way. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you really let yourself relax? Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. When did you last let go of trying to control, of trying to force the outcome? Most people think they need to grip tighter to make things happen. They say, if I don't worry, if I don't push, how will it all work out? But that's the tension talking. That's the energy of lack. And lack only attracts more lack. Here's the truth. Manifestation isn't about force, it's about alignment. And alignment begins with relaxation. Think about a bow and arrow dot. If you pull the string too tight, it snaps. If you don't pull it enough, the arrow falls short. But when you find that perfect balance, when you release the string with trust, the arrow flies true. That's what happens when you replace tension with relaxation. Every exhale is a reminder of this. It's the universe's way of saying, let go. I've got this. Let's do something right now, Dot. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath in. Hold it for just a second. Now exhale. Feel the tension leave your body. Feel your shoulders drop, your mind quiet. That exhale, that's you saying, I am ready, I trust. This is the essence of relaxation. It's not giving up. It's giving over. It's saying, I don't have to figure out every step because I know the next one will reveal itself when the time is right. Here's a story that brings this to life. A man once stood on the edge of a cliff, terrified to jump into the water below. He wanted to feel the rush of the dive, but he kept hesitating, holding his breath, gripping the edge with white-knuckled fear. Then someone whispered, breathe out as you leap. He let go, exhaled, and discovered something incredible. The fall wasn't scary when he relaxed into it. In fact, it felt like flying. How often do we stand on the edge of our dreams, gripping the metaphorical cliff, holding our breath in fear? And all it takes to leap to manifest what we desire is that one act of faith, the exhale. Let's make this practical, Dot. The next time you feel yourself tensing up, whether it's over a decision, a dream, or a desire, stop and ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Fear is the root of tension. It's the voice that says, what if it doesn't work? But here's the thing, fear can't survive in the presence of trust, and trust begins with letting go. Here's a small but powerful exercise for you. Write down something you've been trying to force, a goal, a relationship, an outcome. Hold that thought in your mind. Now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, say to yourself, I trust the process, I am ready. Feel the shift in your energy. That's not just a thought, that's a vibration, a signal you're sending out to the universe. And the universe, it always responds. Let's talk about faith for a moment, Dot. Faith isn't about seeing the entire staircase, it's about taking the first step and trusting that the next one will appear. Relaxation is an act of faith. It's saying, I may not know how, but I know it will. Here's an example from nature. Think about a seed. When you plant it, you don't stand over it shouting, grow faster, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's working. You trust the process, you water it, you let the sun do its work, and you relax, knowing that the seed will sprout in its own time. Your desires are like seeds. When you relax, you're creating the fertile soil for them to grow. But here's the catch. Most people plant the seed and then smother it with doubt. What if it doesn't grow? What if it's not working? That's tension speaking, and tension blocks the growth. Relaxation, on the other hand, nurtures IT. Every time you exhale, you're telling the universe, I believe, I trust, I am ready to receive. Think about this. Have you ever noticed that the best ideas, the most brilliant insights come to you when you're not trying? Maybe you're in the shower, taking a walk, or lying in bed. That's because relaxation opens the channel. It creates the space for inspiration to flow. Let me share something personal. There was a time in my life when I was trying so hard to make something happen. I planned, I pushed, I worried, and nothing worked. Then, one day, I decided to let go. I said to myself, I don't need to force this. I just need to trust. And you know what happened? Things started falling into place effortlessly. Opportunities showed up. Solutions appeared. Why? Because I stopped blocking the flow with tension. I started living in alignment with the energy of faith. Here's the takeaway. Tension says, I don't believe it's possible. Relaxation says, I am ready to receive. So let me ask you, which energy are you living in right now? And if it's tension, if it's doubt, if it's fear, what would it feel like to let that go? To take a deep breath and trust that the universe already has everything lined up for you. Remember this. Every time you exhale, you affirm your faith. You tell the universe, I trust you, and in that trust, miracles happen. The next time you're caught in a moment of tension, remind yourself, I don't need to force. I just need to flow. I don't need to know how. I just need to believe. And with every exhale, with every act of letting go, you step closer to the life you're meant to live. Relaxation isn't passive, it's your superpower. When you calm your mind, you activate the infinite creative force within you. Think about this for a moment. Right now, somewhere in the universe, there's a flower blooming effortlessly. A river is flowing without resistance. The planets are spinning in perfect harmony. None of it is forced. None of it is tense. It's all happening naturally in alignment with the infinite intelligence of creation. Now ask yourself this, what if I lived like that? What if I could tap into that same creative energy simply by relaxing? Relaxation isn't about doing nothing. It's about stepping into the flow. It's about activating the part of you that's connected to something much bigger than your worries, your to-do lists, or your need to control. Here's the big idea. When you calm your mind, you stop creating from fear and start creating from possibility. Take a breath right now. Go ahead. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Feel that? That's your power coming online. That's your body saying, I'm ready to let go of tension and tune into something greater. And let me tell you this, when you relax, you become unstoppable. Why? Because the creative force within you thrives in peace, not in chaos. Think of your mind like a canvas. If it's cluttered with worry and doubt, there's no space to paint the masterpiece of your desires. But when you relax, you clear the canvas, you invite inspiration, you make room for miracles. Here's a truth we often forget. Tension doesn't create results. Hustle doesn't open doors. It's clarity, alignment, and ease that make the impossible happen. Let me share a little story. There was once a sculptor who was asked how he created such beautiful statues. Do you know what he said? I don't create the statues, they're already there inside the stone. I simply remove what doesn't belong. Relaxation works the same way. The life you desire, the solutions to your problems, the dreams you've been chasing, they're already within you. You don't have to force them into existence. You just have to let go of what doesn't belong, the tension, the fear, the self-doubt. And here's the best part. The moment you relax, you access a part of your mind that isn't available when you're stressed. Science even backs this up. When you're calm, your brain shifts into a state that's more creative, more intuitive, more connected. Have you ever noticed that your best ideas come when you're in the shower or just before falling asleep? That's because you're relaxed, you're not overthinking, you're allowing. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to relax, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally? When was the last time you trusted that things could unfold without you micromanaging every detail? Here's the thing, relaxation isn't lazy, it's strategic. When you're calm, you become a magnet for solutions, opportunities, and inspiration. You stop running in circles and start moving in the right direction. Let's try something right now, Dot. Close your eyes and imagine a lake. The surface is calm, still like glass. Now picture tossing a pebble into the water. What happens? Ripples spread outward, effortlessly touching every part of the lake. That's how your calm energy works. It radiates, it influences everything around you. Now imagine that same lake, but it's stormy. Waves crash, the water churns. If you toss a pebble in, you won't even see the ripples. The chaos drowns them out. That's what tension does to your creative power. It hides your potential, it blocks the flow. But the moment you relax, the ripples start again. Your intentions begin to spread, touching everything, creating change. Here's a simple truth. Relaxation is alignment. When you're calm, you align yourself with the universe's rhythm. You stop paddling upstream, and the current starts carrying you. And let me tell you, that current knows exactly where to take you, Dot. But here's the catch, you can't fake relaxation. You can't say, okay, I'll relax for 5 minutes so I can manifest this thing and still be tense underneath. True relaxation comes from trust. It comes from knowing that what you desire is already on its way. Here's a practice I want you to try tonight, Dot. Before you go to bed, sit quietly for just 2 minutes. Close your eyes and imagine your mind as an open field. Feel the tension melting away like snow under the sun. As you relax, repeat this silently to yourself. I am open. I am allowing. I trust the process. Why does this work? Because when you're relaxed, you're not just thinking about what you want, you're aligning with it. You're stepping into the energy of already having it. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't stand over the seed yelling at it to grow. You water it, give it sunlight, and trust the process. Relaxation is your sunlight. It's your water. It's your water. It's what allows your dreams to take root and flourish. And here's the most beautiful part. When you're calm, you're not just creating for yourself. Your energy affects everyone around you. Think about a time when you were in the presence of someone truly at peace. Didn't it make you feel more peaceful too? That's the ripple effect of relaxation. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been pushing and forcing with no results, I want you to remember this relaxation isn't passive. It's powerful. It's the key that unlocks the infinite creative force within you. Take a deep breath right now. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench. In this moment, you're activating your superpower. You're stepping into your creative potential. And as you move forward, keep this truth in your heart. The more you relax, the more life flows through you. Thanks for joining me today. If you found value in this discussion, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more motivational content. Share your thoughts in the comments below.